Hello, visionary, and welcome to our live stream. Hello, visionary. So, how is everybody doing? Oh my God! I finally got live on Instagram. I'm so excited. Oh my God! I've been trying to go live on Instagram this whole freaking time, and it's not one time worked. So, this is the very first time. Oh my God! I'm so excited. Wow, this is so fun. Hey, Lucille. Hi, Vicky. Oh my God, is that Zoila? Oh my God. Okay, sorry. I'm going to calm down. I'm going to get to the intel. So you guys are on YouTube. I went live on Instagram too. Oh my God, this is so cute. Okay. All right. Sorry, you guys. I'm going to get focused here for just a minute and tell you what we're doing today. All right. So listen. Hi, Kelly. Hello. So today is probably not going to be a super long live stream. But I just want to connect with each one of you and answer your questions, kind of tell you what's going on, give you some fun things, some fun updates. If you haven't seen our Blackmoon Lilith video, I say ours, but it's really Davidian's, and it's really fascinating. If you don't know your Blackmoon Lilith, in human design, it's a fun contemplation. I highly recommend you getting your free chart and listening to Davidian's video on YouTube. So that's really, really exciting. Now, if you guys saw, next week at this time, Wednesday 333, we have another event. And at that event, we are going to do live chart readings, and we're going to talk a little bit more about this Blackmoon Lilith. Okay. Today, what I'm going to tell you a little bit about is this Saturday, which is the test. I have a lot of questions coming in, and I kind of want to share with you guys what this is about and how to discover if this is the right thing to respond to or the right invitation for you. So, what I've been noticing on my own personal journey is that within each life, which means each human, there is the magnetic monopole driving you forward in life. And then you are experiencing things based on whether you are aligning to the proper action or avoiding the proper action, right? So this magnetic monopole is something I don't talk a lot about, but it's a very interesting contemplation when we're discussing who you are and where you're going and how to get there. And so when we're talking about money, there's a lot of where am I going to make the money? What am I going to do? And how much can I push to get there? And so when we're talking about wealth and abundance, what I just spoke about are two centers that don't make money. That is the willpower and the sacral. So when you are using your sacral, which is I need to make money because I need to make money, so I'm going to hustle, it doesn't work. If you're talking about the willpower, I'm going to push through things, I'm going to make commitments, I'm going to try and prove worth, it doesn't work. So, and those are the two places that most people are trying to instigate and make money. And so what we're going to do is unravel all of that. And we're going to discover the truth about abundance and making money. And I'll give you a little hint, is that wealth and abundance actually has nothing to really do with making money. It's a process. Hi, Michelle. Oh my God. I'm so happy you're here. So, by the way, tell me where you are tuning in from. I would love to know. So, tell me where you're tuning in from. If those of you who are on Instagram, please say hi. Tell me where you're tuning in from. It's so fun. This is my first time live on Instagram with all of the platform that I'm using. I'm just really excited about it. But it looks like a lot of you are on YouTube. But please say hi in the chat. Let me know where you are tuning in from. And also tell me a little bit about your design. Tell me if you're a projector, what is your inner authority. You can tell me your Blackmoon Lilith. Oh, did Instagram freeze? Darn it. All right, I was wondering what happened over there. Instagram froze. Did it freeze? Okay. All right, well, oh, and the light. Okay, well, you know what? It's an experiment. It's an experiment. So we're talking primarily about this Saturday and what we're going to be talking about Saturday. So, we're going to be talking about where in the human design chart people think money making is coming from, which primarily they think it's coming from the sacral and the will. And then we're going to talk about where it's really coming from. And then we're going to talk about where the blocks are. So, when I'm realizing money, issues that most people are having. Sure, we can see it in the human design chart, but there's other ways to look at it as well. And I want to do both. And that's why I call it the test, because it's the human design experiment and we're merging the mystical mindset piece as well, which is knowing that when and I'm going to talk just a little bit about this magnetic monopole so you guys understand what I'm saying. So we have the design crystal and then we have the personality crystal. So the design crystal is the vehicle intelligence, and the vehicle intelligence is really what is, which is the car, which is the vehicle, which is taking us from point A to point B. And then we have the magnetic monopole, which is really the driver, and it's did I say that right? And the driver and the car need to be working together, right? Then we have the personality, which is more supposed to be the observer, right? So when these three people are not working together, you have kind of a situation where it's like bumper cars. There's like it's hooked up to magnetic monopole, but instead of going where you're supposed to be, you're just driving around in circles and like banging up and bumping against cars, and it's just pure chaos. And that's because most people are just operating out of their thinking mind that's supposed to be in the back seat, but it instead has taken the wheel and told everybody where to go, what to do, and how to do it. So if that's happening, it's just pure bumping, pure chaos, pure confusion. And then when that is the way you're living your life, you could, maybe you're going to make money, maybe you've already made money doing your career, but you realize you're kind of banged up, you're a little bit bruised, and you're uncomfortable, right? Or you're burned out. So this is the truth of what's going on the planet right now. And a lot of people who have made a lot of money will tell you that it didn't change their life. For example, a good spokesperson on that is Jim Carrey, who was doing manifestation, and he wrote himself a check for $1 million. Then the next wave of his life, he's like, wow, I made $1 million and I'm still tortured and like in this ego and in this really horrible situation. He started then doing his spiritual path, and then his message that he's coming out is like, it doesn't matter how much money you have, you still have to deal with the personality of separation, of ego, of all of the pain. And so for a lot of us, we don't necessarily want to take that path of being a famous actor in order to make the money. We want to go from the place of pure satisfaction and joy and awe and being in the peace of life, so that when we do make money, we're bringing with us all of the satisfaction, all of the joy, and we're not disconnecting from ourselves in order to pay the bills, make the money, and all the things that you have to do. So this is a very profound conversation, and it's a very fun experiment. So that is the test. Now, also what you guys were talking about is the sponsorship. What we're doing, this is really, really fascinating. This test is only $29 until Friday. Then the price is going to double. Okay. So it's $29 till Friday. And if you guys haven't seen the link on that, I did put it in. I did put it in somewhere, but I'm going to put it in again for you guys. For those of you who haven't joined yet. And so here's how it works with the sponsorship. For some people, $29 is literally, it's a place right now where I need all of my money to pay my bills. And even $29 is just, I just don't have it right now. I'm too stretched. And if you've ever been in that place in your life where you're like, I can't buy a cup of coffee because I'm just trying to get out of debt and figure it out. In those of you who are generators, some of you may have experienced this, some of you may have not. Some projectors may have experienced this. Sometimes projectors have it harder. But if you've experienced this in your past, then you know that sometimes getting a little hand up is what you need. And so by being a sponsor, you're literally taking someone's hand and saying, look, abundance is everywhere. And we as a community care about each other, and we want to support and honor the growth and expansion of every single person, as we are realizing that when we serve the other, we serve ourselves. Now, this transition of learning that we are connected is something that is a spiritual concept, and that is what spiritual abundance is about. And so what I'm really been moved by is people who are doing this sponsorship because they want to serve the community. And so we've already, for every sponsorship that is given, so basically what that means, if you want to, and if you look in the Facebook group, you'll see I asked who needs a sponsorship, and you'll see at least 20 people. And I asked them to tell me their stories. And it's everything from, I'm living on a certain amount. I'm over 70 and I'm taking care of my elderly husband. And, so there's people who are in these boxes and belief systems that feel that, okay, how can I say this? We know that financial experience is vibrational. And so we know that sometimes there is vibrational blocks. And so what we can do is we can witness it from an outside perspective, what the blocks are. Believe me, I have a ton of my own. The reason I'm doing this is because I need this information too. And I'll explain this all on Saturday. But the reason I realized what was going on with me was that as I switched from my corporate career to making money in my own business, the growth was exactly the same as my corporate career. Like, it will blow you away, the uncanny. Like, this is what it started out at, is this much per year, and then it doubled. This exact same dollar amount happened in my corporate career, and I was like, okay, how is that possible? Then I remembered when I was calling in my soulmate, I had repeat patterns in dating, and I'm like, okay, it's the same thing. There's a vibration and a frequency that's repeating the pattern of what is valuable, what is my worth around money. Like, it's so crazy. So then my guides really started downloading me with information on how to break free from the cycle and the pattern that you're in. So there are people who are in these patterns right now where $29 is the support that they need. And this infusion on Saturday is going to take people into brand new awarenesses of possibility and infinite wealth. And when you give and you open up that door and you realize like, wow, when I give, it's really just a frequency base of knowing that there is more than enough. And instead of needing to like hold on and hoard and like, I'm not going to have enough. So people even who make a lot of money who are like, I'm afraid I don't have enough, and they don't give freely, or they don't pay with joy, or they don't support their, the people that they are taking classes from. I mean, a lot of people call me their coach and they've never paid me $1 because they just watch all my free content, which is totally fine because I've been there before. But something happens when you give and you do an exchange. And I'm here to be of service, don't get me wrong, but I'm also here to run a business. And so there's both, and all things are really important. To give freely, and for me to be of service for you and to help lift you guys up with this intel that I know changes lives. And then also for the exchange. The exchange happens for your good. So in other words, when you pay for something, it's for you. It's for you to open the door to believe that, oh my God, more is available. And when I give out, I receive. And so it is the flow. So everybody who has bought a $29 ticket and wants to sponsor somebody, what you do is you buy the $29 ticket for yourself, then you buy a $29 ticket for someone else, and you get to choose someone from the group to sponsor. For every person who's sponsored, I am going to sponsor another person. I already have. I've already sponsored about 3 people. We've already had 3 sponsorships come in. And I think there's maybe about 5 to 8 more people that I'd love to get there on Saturday, because the thing is, when you come together as a group and everyone's there to serve, and it's not like me and mine, it's like we and ours, right? It's like, and for some people, $29 is nothing. It's like, oh, yeah, $29 is, just like buying a coffee for somebody. And it's just, but for somebody else, that $29 is the upliftment they need to get out of a cycle of feeling like they don't have enough, right? So it's a really powerful feeling. And already, one of the people that so already, I don't know if I want to pull out names, but one of my clients bought a ticket for somebody. I gave it to the woman. I said, you've been sponsored. And then within 2 days, she received a $33 payment for something. And then she bought a ticket for somebody else. Do you see? So it was like this sharing that happened. It was really, really exciting. I've never done this before, but it just feels right. So basically, to sponsor someone is you just go to the link and you put in another. So if you've bought a ticket for $29, then you go put in another ticket, you buy another ticket, and then you choose somebody from the list and say, I'm sponsoring you. And what I would love is that you actually work together. So you actually are like connecting with the person. So if you go into the Facebook group, you will see the post where I say, do you need a sponsor? Now, if you don't want to sponsor someone, but you need a sponsor, you're like, I need help, then put your name on the list. If you want to come on Saturday and you're like, I just want to pay for myself, just pay for yourself and come on Saturday. So let me give you guys the link again, and let me tell you a little bit about Saturday now that we got that out. It's really, really fun. I've never done anything like this before, and it's really, really fun and exciting to see how many people are showing up for each other. And it's only $29. The price is going to go up Friday night at midnight. We're going to turn it to $49. And then anybody who can't show up live, it's $49. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about what we're going to talk about. So I really want to talk about this magnetic monopole as your force that's moving you on your trajectory forward in your life. It's calling in your fractal. And I really want to talk about this in terms of money making, because when we are in our magnetic monopole and our passenger is witnessing, we are in a vibration of wealth. That is the natural state of the vehicle. Okay, so we're going to be talking all about that natural state of wealth. And then we're going to be talking about people's individual charts. And we're going to do some deep dives in the healing of any financial drama, karma that may be going on in your life. And it's going to be really, really a profound experience. Okay, so that's this Saturday at 333. If you haven't jumped on yet, please come join us. It's going to be so fun, right? Okay, so don't forget to bring all of your beverages, all of your snacks, all of your sacred items, your journal. You can bring, if you need to have a little glass of wine, it's 333, or if you want to have tea. So bring some snacks. It's going to be super powerful. Then the next thing I do want to say is next week we are doing live human design readings. Okay, and we're going to talk about the Blackmoon Lilith next week, and we're going to do live chart readings. Are we supposed to send our information for the chart? If so, where? Yes. So if you've already signed up, you should have received a welcome email. And the welcome email just says, please reply to this email. And even if you've been in one of my classes, so Andrea, if even if you think that I have your birth information, please send it again for Saturday, because I had to change my software. Okay, so where is the list? Thank you, Andrea. Yes, please reply. Yes, I think I need to update your information. I'm so excited you're going to be there. I miss you. Okay, so let's talk about the list. All right, let me see if I can look at it really quickly. Oh my God, your B-Day's on the 13th? Okay, well, we're going to have to sing, okay, so hold on a second, you guys. Let me see where the list is. Yeah, the list really got buried down here. So, here we go. I'm going to tag you on the list. And so then it'll pop back up. And then if you need a ticket, drop your name here. Now, if you guys are listening to me somewhere besides Facebook, the Facebook group is Spiritualized Entrepreneurs Awakening to Their Next Level. Yes, we are going to change the name soon to Spiritualized Human Design. Okay, let's see. Oh my God, I think it is working on Instagram, except I don't see any comments, or do I? How is that even happening? Okay, I don't know if I guess I'll figure it out after we're done. Okay, so Lucille's birthday is on the 13th. So let's see. The 13th is next Wednesday. All right, well, we will sing you happy birthday next Wednesday. And let's see, is there any other questions you guys have about Saturday, what you need to bring and how to prepare, anything like that? I know a lot of you that are here are coming on Saturday. It's going to be so much fun. Please bring your snacks and your sacred items, your journal. It's going to be amazing. Okay, so trying to think if there's anything else I need to say. So if you are not in the Facebook group, it's Spiritualized Entrepreneurs Awakening to Their Next Level. If you need a ticket, put your name on the sponsorship list. Okay, because what I'm going to do is every ticket that's bought for somebody else, I am going to sponsor somebody. So it's just a way for us to like reach out and support each other and to be in the flow of abundance, to know that there's always enough. And when you send money out with love, then you receive with love. And it's going to be, you know what I mean? It's just a beautiful gift. For all of us. So approximately how long will it be? Okay. Saturday, I'm asking that you guys give me 3 hours, but I don't think it'll be that long. And we're going to take a break. So what we're going to do is we're going to do probably a first hour and a half, then take a break. And then we're going to come back and answer questions and talk about people's charts and, see if there's something specifically in your chart you want to look at. Because so when we're talking about opening to the abundance field, we're going to be really going deep and really loving our lives and exploring like how deeply we can drop into experiential abundance. We're going to do ignitions, but then we also want to look at the human design piece, and we want to look at like business as well. If some of you have specific questions about niches, you have specific questions about what should I sell, or you are into entrepreneurship and you want to look at your human design chart, we're going to do that as well. So it's really, the test is about doing the spiritual work, because what I've found is when you do the spiritual work, which is hard to do on your own, okay, when you lift each other up, okay, so it's like your little candle and you're at home and you're trying to meditate and you got this little candle and it's like lighting. But when you all come together, light candles, and we put them together, the flame ignites and we get to see ourselves in bigger, higher frequency, and we get to move past our stuff and feel what it feels like to be without the fear of money, to be without the fear of paying the bills, and you get to stand in that vibration. Doors of possibility open. Will $1 million be in your bank? It will begin to shift. I'm not going to say the money's like right there, but it might be, because when you shift and you touch the frequency of infinite abundance, which is our natural state, but it's hard to get there, then your life changes. And then you have to work on keeping the process of clearing and keeping it. And it's the daily routines. So we're going to talk about all of that. Then you want to look at your chart. Okay. So all of these things are going to take some time. So, and if I'm tired, I'm going to end it. You guys, I'm a projector. So it's going to be between 2 and 3 hours. But usually when everybody comes together and they really want insight and they want to niche out and they want to like, how do I sell, even though I'm, collective and I have no tribal circuitry and, all of this, we're going to answer all those questions. Did you just buy a ticket? Oh my God, Lauren! Okay, so if you are buying a sponsor, and thank you so much for doing that, please look on the list. And if someone calls out to you, reach out to them or reach out to me, because people are telling me like why they need sponsorship, why they need support. Believe me, we've all been there. When I was in my 20s, my spiritual teacher put me on his couch for like a year for me to crash out, because I burned myself out and like was running on all kinds of craziness, and like his support changed my life. I mean, that's a little more than a $29 ticket, but you know what I mean. We're not really offering a couch right now for a year, but $29 is a little easier. You're going to let me pick? Okay. All right. I have the perfect person for you, I think. Unless I already sponsored them, I might. I don't know. Okay. So I do. I have the perfect person for you. All right. I love you guys. And I'll see you all Saturday. And next Wednesday, if you're not coming Saturday, come next Wednesday for the live chart reading. Okay? Yeah. Thank you, Lauren. I love you. Love you guys. Mwah. Have a great rest of your day.